Hello my people, social networks are on fire in the United Kingdom. And look, in the end, we don't know anything about Middleton, really, about Prince Charles. More or less things were going well. They are going to operate him for prostate enlargement. Everything very transparent, and suddenly we see that they say he has cancer. They don't say that, they cancel, or let's say they deny that it is because of the prostate issue. That simply a type of cancer has been detected, they do not reveal which one. Then we see him working normally, not doing official acts outside the street, going to places. But at least from home he has his meetings with the Prime Minister and others, he goes out permanently to the church, to walk and others, and then his hair does not fall out. Yes, we know that there are several types of chemotherapy, that maybe it is not aggressive, it has been detected in time, it is said. But they are talking on social networks that maybe this is a farce and that maybe it is a smokescreen so that Kate Middleton is not talked about. Look how far some people go on social networks, to the point of saying, hey, this is not adding up at all, and here they are really lying to us in our faces. We see him quite well. We see that a person of 76 years old who is 75-76 who has his problems, not like a cancer, like an operation that he has recently had, and that he comes and goes normally. That he greets, that we see him smiling, that we see him walking normally, and we do not see Kate even beyond a static photo, that we do not know if she does not feel, if she suffers. If she can speak, if she has her eyes closed because she even had her sunglasses on, really, or she has a bag hanging here because she no longer, well, she does not make her bowel movements correctly. Look to what extent social networks are a bit fed up with this type of information that is being given, and that in the end, well, it gives the feeling that they are lying to us. Well, I remind you that you have a WhatsApp group here below in the description of the videos, okay, for video and live alerts. In case the little bell gets a bit silly and the alerts don't arrive on time. Well, in this article from the Mirror, it talks about the prince returning to see King Charles quite soon in the midst of a cancer diagnosis. It seems and feels quite strange to me, the fact that Harry came to Europe, to the United Kingdom, for just half an hour. I think it was a favor that Harry did, at least what is being talked about on social networks, that he came a little bit to put on a show and do the monarchy a favor. Well, let's go along with it because we don't want to talk about Middleton. Well, in the end, these are things that are being talked about on social networks and that are gaining weight. The fact that Harry had done that favor of going, obviously, we imagine that they would have paid him everything on top of him doing the favor of going for half an hour, and that's it. In May, it's true that he's going to return. Until he doesn't return, everything we talk about can fall on deaf ears. Maybe he comes first to see his father for this issue of continuing a little, well, extending the issue of the smokescreen, because we really don't see that he is being treated. They say that yes. That he goes to the hospital, they say that he is being treated, that he goes to the outpatient clinic and others, but in the end, we really don't see any deterioration in him or anything. They said about the swollen hands, I don't know if you remember in that first meeting with the British Prime Minister. And I was looking at other photographs and the hands are exactly the same. In fact, there is something that caught my attention. And it is that the ring that he has, the same ring that he always has on his hand, well, it is still on. When one's hands swell up, the ring takes it off, yes, because it starts to hurt. I don't understand that the thing about the hands, well, it was something they did there a little bit behind the scenes to make us see that it is true that he is being treated. Every time I have more doubts about whether this is true. Well, as I was saying, Harry will soon visit his father again, who has revealed his plans to return to the United Kingdom, and a real expert believes that it could happen sooner than fans think. The Duke of Sussex made a brief return to London last month, after his father, King Charles, was diagnosed with cancer. Then Harry gave a rare interview during which he announced that he will return to the United Kingdom again but did not provide exact dates. Well, they are talking about May, okay, we are in March, they are talking about that approximately a month and a half, 2 months, he may be in Europe, in the United Kingdom. Well, the real author, Tom Kim, suggested that Harry's return could be quite soon. Speaking exclusively with the Mirror, Tom said that Harry will want to show the world that he is a loving member of the royal family. Really, even this surprises me. Harry, who we have been talking about in previous videos, is Harry who doesn't want leaks, and now suddenly he has spoken with the Mirror. It even surprises me. Well, the fact that he has lost his challenge to the Supreme Court will definitely make him think twice before returning to the UK. But on the other hand, he feels under enormous pressure to show the world that he is a supportive member of the royal family, and the only way he can show that he cares. What he cares about is visiting his father. Even if that is difficult because Meghan will not want to come and he is still completely unable to make peace with his brother. He added that the key is that it will look terrible if Harry does not return to visit his father quite soon, because Harry and Meghan have made being the fact of being loving and sharing a central part of their mission, their brand, how it will be. Well, let's say what he refers to here is, they are constantly doing events, whether with children, whether with I don't know what, whether with little animals, that is. They pretend to be sentimental. If he didn't go to see his father, a bit of that prism that we have about them would fall, wouldn't it? It's no use that they are being sentimental in all these events, talking on International Women's Day about disadvantaged children, this, that and the other, and now suddenly, by the way, he also has to return to the UK for those kinds of acts, Prince Harry, and then it would fall a bit on deaf ears. It says, well, if you don't even see your father, how are you going to worry about children you don't know? Who believes that? In the end, Harry recently spoke about his father's cancer diagnosis and said he believes it could have a unifying effect on the royal family. In statements to Good Morning America, he said, "In all these families, I see the strength of the family unit coming together every day. I believe that any illness unites the family." The Duke of Sussex also revealed that he will soon return to the UK and insisted that he loves his family. "Look, I love my family, the fact that I could get on a plane and go see him and spend time with him, I am grateful for that," Harry said. Harry also spoke about his brief return to the UK and said he felt grateful to have been able to see his father. Harry got on a plane after learning of his father's cancer diagnosis and was able to sit and chat for half an hour with the king. I insist, it is being talked about on social networks that this is already starting to be a smokescreen, that we see King Charles quite well. That one thing is that his hair cannot fall out, and another thing is that maybe it is a bit of a smokescreen to prevent people from talking about Kate Middleton and talking about him, and really in the end we see him coming and going, we see him well. Hey, hopefully it's a smokescreen and he doesn't have cancer. However, Harry will not comment on how King Charles is doing during his appearance on GMA. When asked about his father's condition, he simply replied, "This is between him and me," meaning that the conversation they had in private, well, he will not reveal it, he does well. He has already revealed too much, not to reveal exactly the half-hour conversation. So, well, that's all I can tell you, my people. See you in the next video. I look forward to your comments. Greetings.